Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and HCC Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about a port strike that's threatening the entire holiday shipping season, and it starts in just 18 days. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. And let's talk about the strike that's looking like it's going to affect a ton of people. Now, we can't seem to get a break. We had the Canadian rail strike that luckily went through without a hitch. And now we're looking at a strike at 13 major ports across basically anywhere from Massachusetts all the way to Texas. This is a very large portion of the country. It's starting October 1st of this year, making it 18 days from the day that this video is going to be posted. And it's looking like it'll affect 25,000 workers. Now, we're talking East and Gulf Coast ports being affected. These are the very same ports that are actually handling over 40% of the U.S. imports, including cars, food, and clothing. And with this knowledge in mind, retailers and manufacturers are basically rushing to bring in as many goods as they can, as well as try to shift gears to West Coast ports. Now, here's the thing with West Coast ports. As I record this, there's a news story coming out that there's a possibility of a port strike in the West Coast ports. We're talking Port of Los Angeles, Port of Long Beach, and possibly other ports, maybe Tacoma, Seattle, who knows. But that's kind of still opening up, and that's going to be an interesting story to follow to see where is this going to go, because they're thinking this is not working, reroute this way. And if there's a strike here, then that's going to be a tough one. They're going to be left with, what are they going to be left with? Basically not much left what was part of the country if they're coming in from the Atlantic. Nonetheless, guys, this strike could be a really big deal. It could delay holiday shipments, the holiday shipping season. It could shut down factories due to a lack of parts. It could really cost a lot of other folks besides the 25,000 employed with the ports, but also others who are involved in different parts of the supply chain and manufacturing. Major ports like Savannah and Houston, they bring in critical supplies for U.S. industries. And if those raw materials, if you will, stop, then manufacturing will certainly stop as well. Now, the National Association of Manufacturers, or NAM, actually warns that jobs could be lost if parts and supplies don't arrive on time. And considering the timeframes of just 18 days away, it's going to be one that's going to have to be fixed rather quickly so that we don't actually feel that dip. And a dip in trucking is basically what we're looking at that point if this follows through. This is not the same as the Canadian rail strike, because if there's no freight coming into the country, nothing getting unloaded, or everything taking forever to go, halfway across the country, and to probably create a big backup pileup and a bottleneck of freight coming in. That's besides the fact whether or not there's going to be a strike in the Western ports as well. At the end of the day, this could cost dearly to truckers, the supply chain, manufacturing, shipping of all types, and ultimately the U.S. economy. So logistics firms are already seeing elevated demand, rail congestion, and delays. I think that we can expect to see more of the same, but it's going to take a little while to play out because, again, trucking is at the lower end of the totem pole before the freight comes off the ships. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Maybe some other news that's come up, some things that you've been hearing out in the news wire, or maybe just some things that you've been hearing out in the ports working in that part of the trucking industry. Would love to hear from you guys in a comment section below. If you haven't done so, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. For now, I'll switch over the camera. We'll look over the loads that we booked for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, this week we have a mix of lots of vans, a reefer, and a flatbed. Everyone did quite well considering coming out of the Labor Day weekend. Rates have definitely been down. Like I said, rejection has been holding up, which is good. Volume is coming up, but at the end of the day, rates have gone down, gross has gone down, but what I'm very happy to report on is that our dispatchers did a fantastic job in keeping weight down. Very light freight in many cases, helping to save on that fuel. Let's go ahead and get started. First one's going to be David pulling a drive-in out of Amarillo, Texas, going to South Hutchinson, Kansas. A 37.5 load of Shep pallets, 347 loaded miles, booked at $1,300, got him $375 a loaded mile. Then right at Hutchinson, Kansas, 0 deadhead to Davenport, Iowa, 24.5 on a load at General Products, 578 loaded miles, booked at $1,200, got him 208 a loaded mile. Probably had a little bit of deadhead there actually, because that was South Hutchinson and this is Hutchinson. So 208 a loaded mile. Then right out of Davenport, Iowa to Loveland, Colorado, 0 to no deadhead there, 13.5 on a weight, very light load of retail goods, 827 loaded miles, booked at $2,300, got him $278 a loaded mile. Then Greeley, Colorado, we're always tough coming out of there. Amarillo, Texas is the drop, one pick, one drop, 40K on the weight, dry food ingredients, 450 loaded miles, booked at $600, got him $133 on that one. Then Dawn, Texas to Pueblo, Colorado with a 43.5 load of tortilla chips, 334 loaded miles, booked at $1,000, got him $299 a loaded mile. An excellent job, David. Never disappoints. 6 days on the road, Wednesday to Tuesday, $6,400 in gross in just 6 days, 2,536 loaded miles, only 60 deadhead miles in total, 252 a loaded mile. Got an awesome 6-day working, gross average per mile. An excellent job for the driver and dispatcher as well. An excellent job, 2,536 loaded miles, $6,400 gross, 252 per loaded mile average. An excellent job, sir. Moving forward, Marat driving a drive-in on this one, Grand Forks, North Dakota, coming out of the house, Greenville, New York. Long run, very light load, 15,000 pounds of building materials, 1,543 loaded miles, booked at $3,500, got him $227 a loaded mile and a ton of miles. Then Elizabeth, New Jersey, Elizabethport, New Jersey to Leesburg, Virginia. It's a 10,000 light load of new store cash wrap bundles of some sort, 247 mile run, $800, got him $324 a loaded mile. Then Martinsburg, West Virginia to The Rock, Georgia, 40,000 pound load of rolls of paper, 30 radiance offset, whatever that means. 687 loaded miles, but got $1,300, got him $1.89. Then McDonough, Georgia to Lee Park, Georgia. It's a 45,000 pound load of reusable plastic crates, 212 loaded miles, booked at $579.37. Got him $273 a loaded mile. Finished off strong with Valdosta, Georgia, coming out to Decatur, Alabama, 30,000 pound light load of empty plastic bottles, 434 loaded miles, booked at $800, moved them over to a new market at $194 a loaded mile. All in all, did a great job. Marat ran for 7 days, Friday to Friday, grossed $6,979.37. Ran 3,102 loaded miles at an average of $225 per loaded mile. An excellent week for this drive-in. Excellent communications is what dispatch is telling me from the driver, resulting in very good gross, very strong average per mile. And dispatcher managed to basically route him so well, only had 135 deadhead miles. And again, he ran a total of 3,100 loaded. So an excellent job on dispatch. Very well done, guys. And the driver as well, of course. Next one up, where are we at here? How did I lose my spot, guys? Next one up's a flatbed. Pasco, Washington, coming up to Bronx, New York. Patrick's the driver on this one. 45,000 pound load of onions. Tarping was required. 2,701 loaded mile, booked at $5,500. Got him $204 a loaded mile. Lots of miles. Got him out of there. Then Manhattan, New York, took a load to Roaring Spring, Pennsylvania. Quick run there. 22,000 pounds. Light load of lumber. 8-foot tarps were required on that one. 291 loaded miles, booked at $1,200. Got him $412 a loaded mile. Makes for a really good week. 7 days on the road, Thursday to Thursday. Patrick ran up $6,700 in gross, just 2 runs, 2,992 loaded miles, only 10 miles of deadhead in total, 224 a loaded mile. on his 2,992 loaded miles. An absolutely fantastic week for Patrick, and for being a flatbedder out there, definitely a good time to make money. An excellent job, sir. Moving on. What do we got here? Next, we got Aaron, Midland, Michigan, coming out of Little Rock, Arkansas. It's a dry van. Aaron's pulling a 37,000 pound load of non-hazmat chemicals, 915 loaded miles, booked at $1,900, got him 208 a loaded mile. Then North Little Rock, Arkansas, to Texarkana, Texas, very little deadhead there. 42,000 pound load of baled aluminum, clean stuff, 146 loaded miles, booked at $800, got him 548 a loaded mile. Excellent job. Then Hope, Arkansas to Chesapeake, Virginia. It's a 20,000 pound light load of building materials, 1,167 loaded miles, booked at $2,500, got him 214 a loaded mile. Then finished off strong out of Chesapeake, West Virginia. Good dispatching there. Zero deadhead to East Point, Georgia. 20,000 pound load of conveyor parts, 575 loaded miles, booked at $1,100, got him a $191 on that one. Again, a very, very good week. 2,803 loaded miles, booked at a 2.25 loaded, $6,300 in gross, running Friday to Friday, 7 days on the road, and only 36 deadhead miles. An excellent week overall for Aaron. Way to go, sir. You're going to be out in East Point, Georgia. So let's take a look here. Next, we got Ryan, also a dry van, Hillsboro, North Dakota, coming out to Auburn, Nebraska. It's a 42,000 pound load of flax brown ground, whatever that means. Thinking flaxseed, that's ground. 522 loaded miles, booked at $1,325, got on $254 a loaded mile. Then Kansas City, Missouri to Everett, Washington, long run there, 30,000 pounds of pasta, light load, very welcome. 1,859 loaded miles, booked at $39.75, got him $214 a loaded mile, head out there. Then Tacoma, Washington to Boise, Idaho, a good run, very light load, 3,850 pounds of appliances, 508 loaded miles, booked at $998, got him a $196 on that one. All in all, Ryan did a great job. Wednesday to Wednesday, 7 days on the road, 6,298 loaded dollars gross, 2,889 loaded miles. Ran that at $218 a loaded mile. Also did a great job. Very good week for this truck as well. And overall, decent total weight hauled as well. So I would say they averaged out quite well. Ryan, well done, sir. Next we got Law. Law is our dry van running Prineville, Oregon, coming out to Pella, Iowa. It's a 40,000 pound load of building products, 1,700 loaded miles, booked at $3,300. The math is easy. It's $1.94 on that one. Then Cedar Rapids, Iowa to Spokane, Washington. It's a 20,000 pound light load, tractor parts light load. Lots of miles at 1,550 loaded miles, booked at $3,300 again. Math is easy. $213 a loaded mile on that one as well. That was it. 2 runs, Thursday to Thursday, 7 days on the road, $6,600 in gross, 3,250 loaded miles, only 113 deadhead miles. Rat is loaded at $203 a loaded mile, an excellent gross income, I would say, and half the weight on the other run with about the same amount of miles, so definitely saved on fuel costs coming out of Iowa, filling up, coming out to Washington, and I think next week is going to look even better than this week. So excellent job. And here's another bonus. I definitely, usually don't do them this long, but let's hurry. 1 pick, 1 drop, only 1 run, only 4 days on the road. Colton, California to Butner, North Carolina. Joshua's the driver, pulling a reefer. It's a 43,000 pound load of frozen food. Temperature set at -10 on the reefer. Continuous 2,499 loaded miles, booked at 6,125. Got him 245 a loaded mile. Easy peasy. So 6,125, 245 a loaded mile. Just 4 days on the road. 2,499 loaded miles booked out. And did a fantastic job. So didn't want to leave you out, Joshua. An excellent job, guys. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. Guys, obviously the rates have certainly gone down. The gross dollar amounts certainly have after Labor Day weekend, and that's absolutely normal. The good news is that rejection rates are slightly higher than they were. Volume has increased substantially, which we may see decline until it picks up again, where the really trucking benefits. And until that point, you're just going to have to really, really work hard. Do the best you can, and hopefully you have some really good help, on your side, working on your behalf for your benefit. That's what we do. If you're a carrier, if you're a lease owner operator, if you're struggling making good money, if you're working too hard for the money that you're making, or as a lease owner op, maybe you're overpaying on the expense side to the outfit that you work with, whatever may be the case, certainly doesn't cost anything to inquire whatsoever. You might be overpaying, you might be under earning, if you will. So nonetheless, I'll leave this short. Really easy to get in touch with us. Call or text our number, 801-448-6363. You can also get a ton of information on our website, aftdispatch.com. And until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.